Alright folks, I am back, and this time I have my MultiPro and I'm on a smaller canvas. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go with two blooms because I don't have enough paint. And I should have known last time, because when I was laying this paint down last time, it felt like I was frosting a cake. Should have known that my recycled paint is way too thick. So let's go with this. Let's lay 2 blooms, and this is going to use up all of this. And that's fine. But I'll tell you, that color combination was working so nice. I hated to scrape it, but that paint was... I've never seen it like that before. So I took a screenshot from the last video, and on the second bloom blowout, this is what happened to the paint. It just literally crumpled on itself. I had to get rid of it. And you know what? I was thinking back. That paint sat out the other day when it was literally 104 degrees in this sunroom, and I'm sure it got cooked. I kind of joked about it in a video the other day, but it happened. On the smaller tiles, it wasn't so noticeable because it's just, you know, the tiles are quick, you know, and there's not much space, not much surface area. So you lay half a cup of paint down and spin it, and it's over pretty quick, and it doesn't get a chance to sit for a while and coagulate like on a larger canvas. So let's move quickly here. Let's get through these paints. All right, so activator, white and then black. With only 2 blooms, it should be much more in control this time. All right, there's the white. I got bubbles coming up. Give them a quick stab before I go. All right, low, high, high and cool. I'm gonna stop with that. I'm gonna build the other one right there. Okay. That lacing is unbelievable. I'm picking up the pace here. So that's Golden's Iridescent Bronze, The next color is Amsterdam's Violet that's combined with some Golden's Quinacridone Magenta. This third color down is Extreme Sheen's Obsidian by DecoArt. That's the combination Golden Nicolazzo Gold with Burnt Sienna. This is Chantilly Lace here, the white color. And last but not least is DecoArt's 24 karat gold. So I'll note here, and for those of you who have seen other of my Deconstructed Blooms will know that it shouldn't take this much effort to get the paint to flow over the base paint. So certainly I think my paint has thickened up, and I should have taken better note of that when starting. But just so you're aware. So here I'm just checking the paint with that toothpick to feel what it's like, and just realizing that even though I had problems with the last paint, this also was very thick. So I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Okay, I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna put a little one right here. And I'm gonna blow it out with my lungs. Hey everyone, so once again, I'm double timing through this. Same sequence as before, just trying to save a little time. I'm going to skip ahead here, but I'm going to add a little paint around the edges just to give it somewhere to tilt to. Hey everyone, so in the interest of time, again, I'm going to double time through the tilting process. You can see what I'm doing. And the paints were really fighting me the whole way. So I gave them a run for their money. Yeah, this was quite the ordeal painting today. Anyway, I'll be quiet so you can watch the tilt. So as I'm looking this over, I'm thinking to myself, what in the world is this creation? I don't quite understand it. I've certainly never done a deconstructed bloom like this before or had this result. But stay tuned. We'll see what happens here. Let's just spin it for a second, see what we get. So I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit here, and I've decided to do some swipes, and I end up going after that bottom corner closest to me because it's the area that has the least amount of cell activity, and I thought it needed balance in that corner. And I do a series of swipes all through this and touch-ups with the palette knife just to try to enhance this piece and make it look like it's more cohesive from where it started. Basically what I'm doing is I'm loading up that small palette knife with the black and then white cell activator, and then on top of that layering what colors I have left, which I have bronze, some gold, some of that violet color, and Chantilly lace, and I think I even have some black that in various swipes I'm loading up the palette knife with different color combinations. So in my experience doing deconstructed bloom so far, I've typically done 3 blooms and blew them out and then stretched it and tilted it. But this one's been a whole different animal altogether. This wild horse of mine that I'm trying to corral has given me a run for my money here, starting out with the intention of only putting 2 blooms down and then adding a third because the paints weren't cooperating as far as running. And then in the stretch out portion, it just kind of didn't come out in a balanced compositional way, at least to my eye. So that's why I decided to start running the palette knife through and making some embellishments and some enhancements to try to balance out all 4 corners of it. I think part of my learning here is, even though I went into this piece with a set idea in my head as to how it was going to turn out, I need to remain flexible to what the paints are going to give me and still try to work with these paints, even though, like I said, this has been a wrestling match. So it's getting over what my initial idea was and just letting it flow. That to me is the greatest learning in this piece. And another point is, once I got over the realization that, hey, this isn't going to be a 2-bloom deconstructed bloom, it's going to be something completely different, and I let go, all of a sudden it became fun, and I really got a chance to really get some swipe action and palette knife practice in. So it really worked out. And you know, it's funny. While I thought I knew what the piece needed, the piece was actually telling me what I needed. And besides just providing balance here, I'm also filling in some of the gaps where that white in the middle is just kind of stark. So I just start extending some of the lines where the paint was already going anyway and just filling it in and making it look like, hey, this was always here. And it worked out. So through here, I'm just cleaning up my edges, making sure the paint is covered all the sides, and the usual. Colors are fantastic. Kind of looks cool like this. Maybe it goes sideways. That's where we are. So everyone, that's a wrap. These are the dry results. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, especially considering it didn't end up at all like I was imagining it would from the beginning. So thank you again for everyone who's tuned in and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the button. I put up 3 videos a week. You'll enjoy it. Thanks again, everybody. And until next time, take care.